No questions on mesh. That's pretty easy, right? I mean, that's just, we don't get into too many different varieties when it comes to that. I mean, we kind of try to keep it simple. That sit route, I think, has been pretty good. It's a big NFL deal. I mean, the Eagles really do it a lot. The Rams do it a lot. And it's been good. So we're going to keep building off of that. All right, vertical routes. This is kind of a new deal that we came across here in the last couple of years. You have 25 yards of completion. You should probably call this thing a little bit more too, right? So the way that kind of works. Okay, so basically it's a way to attack vertical routes with your best players. Okay, so it used to be the old 6 route, then it was the old go route, then it was the comebacks and sits and had a bunch of different ways of calling this. So really if you're in 10 personnel or 20 personnel or 11 personnel, one of them is the go. It's the double move guy. That gives them all kinds of freedom to do whatever they want to be able to get open. You can double move it unless you're in stack. If you're in stack, then you can't double move it. The rest of the guys just got spacing stuff. It's a really good play action deal. I like it in 10 personnel too. It's a great 2-minute. If you're in a 2-minute situation, great in 2-minute. It's kind of like the back shoulder deal, where it's just like, look, you two guys just figure out where the space is and put it on them, okay? And if you don't have that guy, then you go to the other guys and check secondary check down stuff. So pre-snap right here, if you're the inside receiver at the top, pre-snap, I'm like, I really don't know what I'm doing yet, okay? Whether it's going to be like an outside release or whether it's going to be a inside release. It's all about, and what I really like about this more than anything is all the pre-snap disguise that you're getting with the defenses, with the safeties, with what they're doing. They show you one thing and then they roll to another thing. This allows you to be able to get that guy, as opposed to saying, look, you got to be 2 yards outside of the numbers no matter what. It gives them the flexibility to be able to attack the grass down the field. So right here, if I'm that inside receiver up top, I'm probably going to attack that guy's inside hip, stick my toe on the ground, and run a fade. Okay? Well, and then based on the fact that, they drop off and roll, and the free safety's deep, now it allows them to kind of flatten it out. Again, this is like our number 1 2-minute play. I think there's like 10 seconds on the clock right here. $29 seconds right here. So we end up completing this thing, and I think there is about 7 seconds on the clock. So it's halftime right here. Okay, halftime. I think we clocked the next play. Okay, so 7 seconds, 2nd and 3 on the 3. What would y'all do? Halftime. It's halftime, so, I mean, there is 6 seconds. There's 0 timeouts. 6 seconds. So we clocked it, so the clock stopped. 6 seconds. And I raised hell because there should have been 8 seconds. So they gave me 1 more second. So there's 7 seconds. That's a big difference. So 7 seconds, 2nd and 3, right before halftime. We're at 14-0. Who's kicking a field goal? Who? Defensive guy. Who's kicking a field goal? Yeah. Yeah, y'all soft. Come on. 1 shot. 1 shot. It's 14-0. One read route. And so, like, we practice this every Friday, okay? So, like Friday is always or Thursday, it's always the special teams day, right? To where who like, here's another thing, like field goals. Who puts their field goal team out there and just kicks like 4 consecutive field goals? Raise your hand. We've all done it. We've all done it, right? You get the field goal team out there and you just kick 4 consecutive. How is that realistic in football? So we run 4 plays and we send the field goal team out there, right? So one of the things that we do is one of these situations every Friday, okay, before a Saturday game, and I'll mix it up. It'll be like 1st and 20 or 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line, and there's 15 seconds with no timeouts. What are you going to do? Well, you're going to try to score, but if the guy gets tackled for a 9-yard gain, you got a little bit of a problem, okay? So we just put them in these situations all the time. What we found out is you can catch and throw with 6 seconds, but you can't catch and throw with 5 seconds. So, there's a difference. So when there was 6, I'm like, ooh, I'm nervous because I'm like, yeah, we got to get 3 points here. But they put 1 more second, I'm like, we're good. Catch it, throw it. And so so the very next play was a fade route to the outside, and we scored a touchdown. We're up 21-0. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. We didn't waste points. Kick a field goal. I don't know. Well, look, it's one of those deals where if it works, you're really, really, really smart. If it doesn't, you get fired. Okay, here's a check down. Okay, so inside receiver, storm. Okay, so inside receiver on the bottom of the screen. He can work it right there, but completely understand. See, he even gives up on the route, which is smart. But if he's got a little cleaner release, he'll probably split those defenders. The old shakes route. Don't got it, so check it down. Same guy. Inside receiver on the bottom of the screen. Don't got it. If he gets a cleaner release, he may be able to split those safeties. If they roll cover 1, if they're rolling to the right there, he'll probably stick his toe on the ground and run a fade route. So it gives them the flexibility to be able to change what they're doing post snap, because usually defenses aren't going to just say, here, this is what we're playing, and they're going to disguise things and do different things. So don't have it, so check it down. You got options to check it down. Okay, inside receiver, bottom of the screen. Pre-snap, I'm like, they may be 2. They may stay quarters. His route right now can be one of probably 2 different things. All right, or 3 different things. He could flatten it, he could split safeties, or he could run vertical. Okay. So right there, I really like what he's doing. So safety's down, so just run by him. Run the grass. Really a good throw. That's not an average throw there. That's an NFL throw there. And look where his eyes are. His first read, number 1 read, is that inside receiver to his right. So he is trying to pull as much coverage of that side as he possibly can. Look for grass, throw it out there, give him a chance. Okay, so same play. Inside receiver to his right. Like pre-snap, I'm like, there's some grass in the middle. So I'm checking out that grass in the middle. I think that receiver should break that right there. If he breaks that thing off to the middle and flattens, I think he gets the ball. Doesn't trigger it, so check it down. Wherever your eyes take you, check it down. You got 3 options on top of that. If it's 11 personnel, you got 2 options. Okay, so seeing as how this isn't a highlight tape, this is a drop right here. But right here, inside receiver to the bottom, he's got time to set that up. With that kind of coverage right there, that's up to the quarterback whether he stays on it that long. That's all about what's happening up front and how comfortable you are with pass protection and all that good stuff. But right there, he really does a great job of setting that up to the outside and splitting safeties. And this is a dime right here now. That's pretty good. Yeah, but for years I'm like, I'm like, okay, so 4 verticals, you got guys on the hashes, you got guys on the numbers, and then I got to check it into a different play if I want one of those inside receivers to split it. So this just gives you the ability to be able to let whoever the deep guy is be able to go to the grass. Okay, and then you got check downs after that. So it's the old 6 route. Go score 6 points. That's how it originated way back when. But it gives you the flexibility of one of those guys to be able to get to where the grass is. This made me a pretty good coach right here. All right, here's the situation. We're down 6. Is that right? We're down 7. We should be down 7. 38 seconds, okay? And I almost fired the receiver coach at this point. I think I did fire the receiver coach. I did fire the receiver coach, but then I hired him I rehired him after the game, and I hired him at Houston too. 2 minute. The number 1 rule in 2 minute is don't sub. I mean, it's hello, right? I mean, we all know that. Well, we subbed, and this is like Todd Orlando is really a good coach. So we subbed, and what'd they do? They subbed. They subbed the fattest guy on their team. So fat guy 1 runs out there. Fat guy 2 is just like jogging off the field. And the quarterback's going like, what is going on? Because the clock is ticking. We're at like 38, 37, 36. I mean, it's kind of ticking right here. So anyway, we got, one of these sets that we're in. We're running the ball a good bit. I love running the ball in 2 minutes too, by the way. But, right here, if we call just like, go routes or comebacks or whatever it is, or Y cross or whatever all that good stuff is, you ain't got a shot. Okay, so right here we gave Y, the inside receiver to the right. He's the shot guy. And pre-snap, I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Pre-snap, I'm like, I don't know. So that safety is late, and why I don't have an answer, because they just had like 38 seconds to be able to figure out what we're doing. But that safety's late to rotate. So there's grass. So inside receiver just runs the grass. Now here's the best part about it. Is the quarterback, and he may be the most intelligent quarterback I've ever been around, okay? But that internal clock is like, it's ticking, and so he gets to a point right here where where he's like, if I set my feet and throw, he's out of bounds. So he released that thing. His body is all kinds of torqued and discombobulated and everything, but he had to let go of that thing or he's out of room. That's the greatest throw I've ever seen. The greatest throw I've ever seen. So we won. Okay, play action. So, 10 personnel. To me, there's no point in play action in that in 10 personnel. Just run, just find space. Send them deep and find space underneath. I really like this out of 11 personnel with play action. Okay, so, whatever your run plays are and stuff, I don't like power pass with this, but the split zone stuff, just gap scheme, back and fullback backside, that's the best protection you can come up with. Close, just missed it. But right here, inside receiver up top, just run into grass. Right here, in his mind, pre-snap, I don't think he knows if it's going to be a fade or if it's going to be a post. I don't think he knows, okay? But after the route's in play, now set him up and go. Eleven personnel again. Check down. So again, inside receiver up top. I don't know if he's right here. He's trying to get outside release. He's trying to outside release that guy and probably post it at that point. He gets shoved, so the quarterback checks it down. All right, so here's one with the outside receiver single. So again, it's 11 personnel. That's pretty safe protection right there. It's just attacking a matchup with the single, okay? And then once again, if you don't have that, then you got 2 check downs to your right. See if he eye drills this guy. Yeah, that's big time right there. So when we do play action, I'd like him to ride that just a little bit more. I'd like him to ride it, but the best thing he does right here is eyes right, eyes right, eyes right, eyes right. And then he knows all along he's going to attack that matchup. Kid had the hot hand. The ex-receiver had the hot hand. He knew all along he was going to attack that. Outside shoulder. Any questions on that? I want to get to any questions on that. I want to get to one RPO real quick for those of you who like tight ends. All right, Steeler. This is a Big Ben thing. Big Ben's pretty good. He's a good player. Yeah. What? Yeah. Good for him. But Big Ben's pretty good. All right, so I was, West Virginia and Pittsburgh are an hour away, so I'd go up to Pittsburgh and watch him practice a lot. Tomlin's a good dude. He's a good dude. Big Ben's special. Yeah, Tomlin's a good dude. What are you guys, Ravens, right? Huh? What? Pittsburgh? Okay. So we got this from them, okay? Good talk. And it's really good off of motion, But we do so much split zone, inside zone, split zone, where the tight end's on the backside. We'll do some things from the backside, slip them in the flat and stuff. But if you keep them play side and you run split zone, he's on the play side right there, then they wrong arm that a lot. Okay, so we'd teach those guys to just step like it's zone and then stay vertical. I got to bring this up right here. Okay, this right here. I got to be careful what I say, but I'm not in the Big 12 anymore, so I don't care. But the refs got us on this one. So I don't know if I've ever seen this. All right, so the receiver at the bottom of the screen, okay, he's blocking the guy. Is it not the defender's responsibility to get off the block? Is it not? I mean, who has a defender that just like gets blocked and runs backwards? So this cat, he ran backwards. Watch this. This is the difference in us being in the Big 12 championship and not. Right there. So the receiver is blocking the guy clearly, right, which is a legal block. Well, it's kind of that guy's responsibility to get off it. He doesn't get off it. He runs from the block. He runs into the bench. So the little, I don't have anything against short people, but the little short ref right there threw that flag, took 7 points off the board, and at this point in time, it's 49-52. So it'd be 56-52. Now, I know Kyler Murray's probably going to go down and score again. He's pretty good. But here's what happened. So they backed us way up, minus 30. The very next play, it was a sack, fumble, touchdown. It's a 14-point swing. I've never seen anything like it. And I've only been in this situation twice in my life. I could say whatever I wanted to say to that guy, and he wasn't going to flag me. I said some bad stuff. Let me get to just a couple. This is a good deal, though, for those of you who like tight ends and stuff. So it's a post-snap read with the quarterback. So he makes a good decision there. Same game. It's a post-snap read. Okay, so it's zone read with the throw. It's zone read with the throw. We were kind of getting them in the run game a little bit, so they ended up filling. And then, boom, we put it on them. Big dude's hard to tackle, too. Post-snap, good. Don't know, don't care. They should be blocking. It doesn't matter. They're out of the read. They're out of the read. So, all right, so we arced it down there, but he would never get to it. I tell you, no, that's not true. That's not true. It would be a no shit moment. Okay, so if he pulled it and then said, "Oops, wrong decision," then he would probably just throw it out there. Really, he'd probably throw it over their head. Because I don't want him getting caught with the ball, and I don't want him running the ball. Not that guy. Now, the guy I got at Houston, who's 5'10", 175 pounds, and runs a 4.4, may let him run it a little bit. So that's a good little deal. Okay, so any questions? Everybody good? All right. Look, I love coming to Georgia now. I really do. I love coming to Georgia. It's great high school football. Virginia's pretty good, too. Virginia's pretty good, too. And appreciate you all sticking around. I know it's been a long 3 days, but I appreciate everybody sticking around. Thank you all very much.